Hello my lovely sewing friends, this is Curly Modista, formerly known as Loft and Door Kids. My name is Alisa, welcome to my vlog. This has been a very crazy week. It's Thursday and I'm only just recording the greeting. But it's okay, don't worry, we're gonna catch up because I have a couple of bits to talk about. So obviously it's a Sew Frugal March that's still going on at the moment, so now I've recovered slightly emotionally, not physically, from the frog tales that we've had last weekend. It was amazing and very exciting. And I'm finally feeling like I'm calmed down a bit, so I'm just about to cut out the garment that I've decided to make. So if you haven't watched my Sew Frugal video, go and watch it. I'm talking about different ideas about blouses and tops to make. So the one I actually decided to execute this month is the Unfettered Patterns Peter Pan collar blouse. There's this beauty here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it with this fabric that I was talking about in my video, and it's cotton poplin, lilac, holds shape well, very good for gathered sleeves. So I've now cut out the bits of the pattern, and looking at the pattern, drawing, and looking at a couple of photos that I found. One was on their website and one was on Instagram. I'm not quite sure whether the collar is going to be as big as it is on the photos. I think the way it's drafted, the collar is slightly smaller. So what I did yesterday, I traced the collar, I've extended it on the outer edge by 2.5 centimeters. So if you look like this, yeah, 2.5 centimeters here and 7 centimeters from this point to this point. So I've extended it downwards as well, and then I drew the outer edges to match that new point at the bottom. So what the plan is this: I'm going to use I'm going to toile it. So I'm going to use this, I think it's viscose fabric. I'm not quite sure where I got it from. It could have been Fabrics for All. So it's like a turquoise with white polka dots, and polka dots have like stripes going across. It's quite a cute fabric. I think it'll be super cute, and I'll tell you the reason why I'm trialing it. Obviously to test for the fit. So I've cut it out in the XL, which is the largest size, because on the drawing here it looks fitted-ish and I want it to be kind of loose, maybe, I don't know. So I'm going to use this fabric for the reason that it's green. So it's going to make sense in a minute. So I had cut out projects that I decided to put away until the better times, until I feel like making them, finishing them. So one of the projects is my velour green off one shoulder dress, and it looks like this. So this is basically, it has all my markings, it's got, oh, I don't know what's written on there. Oh, it says back. It's got like everything, so it's ready to go. So basically, when I thread my overlocker, yeah, I make the toile, and I make the green dress, and so I started going to the gym again, and I'm a desperately need. So you know how you have your leggings and you have your sports top. Well, I'm not as comfortable showing my midriff as of yet, just give me a couple of months first. So I need some sort of like a t-shirt or a vest to go over that ensemble. So I've cut out Vicky So's Tara top, and it looks like this. So basically I've had a leftover of green. I'm creating chaos in my sewing table. Of my green t-shirt in fabric, which I thought I had enough to make a whole t-shirt, but I didn't. I only had offcuts. So I've cut it out for this t-shirt. So green, green and green. And that means that I'll be able to finish 3 things, toile my blouse. I think I'm gonna go for the original color for this one and just see what it looks like the way it's intended to be in the pattern. Now I keep switching between. So this green fabric for the vest top, I didn't have enough, so I had to separate this pattern and add extra seam allowance so that I have enough for the top. So I've added a design line to the gym vest top, and basically it's all ready to go with my. This one is actually, it's just stretchy, is a stretchy thread. I bought this one for the green dress, so I'm going to use it for all the 3 things, I think, or just for the stretchy ones, for the vest and for the dress. I found in my library of threads, these threads for the overlocker. I say close enough, dark greenish. And then I found another one, this thread I used already, and it should be, if I need any extra or bobbin thread or something. So I've got all my threads. I've got everything, not everything cut out, but I got 2 garments cut out, and I'm about to go and iron this fabric before I cut out my toile. What else have been going on? I've ordered on Instagram, I think, don't ask me, hold on, I'm gonna look it up in my emails. Oh, so it's called the Crafty Heart. This is the Crafty Heart website where you buy embroidery courses, and at the time, I'm not sure what's going on now, but about a few days, I don't know, 5 days ago, they've had buy one course get one free. So I've got myself a course on gold work embroidery. I've been meaning to try that for a very long time, and it's I think it's like a Tudor, like very ancient technique, and that's how they decorated all those gold mantles and king, you know, royal clothes. And this course was going on for only like £29. So then I've added another one, a free one on top of that, and that one was a make it like a brooch. Did somebody correct me previously that I said it wrong, or was some other vlogger was corrected? I don't remember, but it's a brooch of little turtle, and the turtle is decorated with rhinestones and beading on top. So I think both of these kits will be amazing at learning a new technique, and then based on that, once I made something with the materials and tools and the exact threads and everything that's been chosen for me, now I will see what they are and work with them. I will then be able to confidently buy my own supplies for the next project of a similar technique. So I'm still waiting for those in the post. When they arrive, I will obviously share. Another thing is I wanted to try beaded earrings. So I found a couple of free tutorials on YouTube, and I just wanted to make like a really long, like an animal print tassely earrings. So that could be another project. I feel recently I'm also very much into sewing still, but I still want to make a couple of crafty projects, but not necessarily sewing, like you know, beading, embroidery. Knitting is more for winter for me. I don't reach for knitting in the summer for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, things like that. So this is what I'm doing at the moment. What else can I show you? I also bought a couple of lots of old patterns, like vintage patterns on Vinted, and some of them I will be reselling, but a couple of them I held back for myself. I still haven't decided whether I'll sell them or not, but these are just the ones in the in-between pile that I haven't listed yet, and yet I still haven't kind of logged them into my Trello. So for example, this one is a vintage robe. How cute is this? And it's size medium, which I think, and it's quite long as well. So I have a thing about the loungewear, don't I? I think I'd like to make myself a couple of sets of elevated loungewear. So this potentially could be one. Then another one is this skirt. I think this one's actually uncut. I'll be quite interested in making this one for work, because that way I can tuck in my blouses in. I don't know, I have to find a good, not too stiff material for it. Maybe something with a tiny bit of stretch, I don't know, I have to think about it. Another two potential ones are this one, just two dresses, and then this one, the trousers and skirts. Again, they're all fairly simple. I can probably go to my Burda style collection of magazines and find all of these patterns in there in several variations, but I have a bit of a soft spot for vintage patterns. Then another one is this new look. Let me just take it out of the pocket. Oh, let me just take the sleeve out of the pocket. So this one, I don't know who the editor was of this photo shoot, because when you're looking at it, all you can see is a big pattern blob. You can't see the shape. Just in case if you didn't guess, it's a jacket and a skirt. Did you not get that? No? So this is the line drawing here. So the jacket, again, they didn't provide the drawing of the jacket, of the front of it. So I had to find somewhere on the internet, and again, the instructions don't have, yeah, they don't have the drawing, they just go straight into it. Go straight into cutting, interfacing, there's no drawing. Yeah, that's it. So I think it's a 1980s design. I'm quite tempted to actually keep this one, because I found, funnily enough, this pattern but in a different cover, like a different edition, and I think it was plain, and it looks pretty cool actually. I think at the moment anything that's tailored and like office core, but of a for the summer, so anything like, you know, instead of long trousers you have like a palazzo, like a wide leg shorts, Bermudas, then you've got, you know, jackets like these but with short sleeves, that sort of thing. So I think potentially this could be one that I actually make. Now this is a chatty vlog, just in case if you haven't realized. Hopefully I'll be able to film you a little bit of sewing, maybe tomorrow or Saturday. But another thing is I today registered for 2 events at my company, and it's like a women networking group, and they all happen in different cities in the UK. So the ones that I've actually registered to go to, one in Bath, and it's in August, and one in London, which is in November. And then I went on and I booked the day before the event off, so that I actually travel there, spend the whole day whilst I'm going to Bath. I might as well just spend the whole day in Bath. And I now have a whole program, and actually considering staying for another day after the event, so that I have 2 full days and 2 full evenings, one being after the event and before my second day off, to go to see 2 shows in the evening, 2 like a cathedral, like 2 outdoorsy things and 2 museums. I've already found my shows, and what now, my whole idea today was this, that I need to make an outfit for each of these outings. So, you know, outfit for a day walking around Bath, then a themed outfit for whatever show I'm watching, then another outfit which is going to be a relaxed suit for the event, which I want to make specifically because I want to look super chic, obviously. And then for that evening is another show, which is I think it's like classical music, so I'll go to that one. And then the day after is again sightseeing, and then I'll be going home in the evening. So I made a list. And I'll be doing maybe like a mood board or something. It's very inspirational at the moment. And one of the shows I'm going to be watching is a Tudor like comedy. So I'm thinking I would like to make like a Tudor inspired blouse or a dress, but in a modernish style, but with some sort of like a sleeve variation and maybe like a shirt neck, that sort of thing. And also, do you know they have like a hair nets made with pearls, or like hair kind of strings going, you know, like going like this, and with like a one big pearl like in the middle or something like that. So I kind of looked at it quickly. They also have nice hair bands that could kind of sway towards the Tudor theme, but I think they're a bit, I don't wear headbands, I don't think they are good for my face shape. For some reason I've never kind of stuck with them. So again, I have to plan, and I would like to make the hairpiece and the blouse or dress, and then it's going to be quite casual at the bottom, so some sort of trousers and flats maybe, so that it's not all like historical outfit, because you know I might get mistaken for like an actor and get dragged up on stage or something, and we don't want that, do we? Yeah, as if. So anyway, these are my plans, this is what's going on, this is the stuff I've cut out. I promised I was doing bits and bobs in the background. I've signed up for a gym. Again, I've been on and off a few times last year, and I've decided to give it a go again. I'm actually approaching my 50th birthday, not in a couple of years, but still I'm kind of moving towards that number, and I'm thinking, with all the podcasts I'm watching, everybody's talking about how important it is to stay healthy and have a good muscles tone and bone health and cardio and stretch and all that stuff that I haven't done it for years. I've been quite sedentary, to be honest, and my weight hasn't really shifted that much. I think I've lost at some point last year, I've lost a stone, and some of it kind of crept on back a little bit. So I'm thinking I need a regime. So coming up soon, there will be some activewear that I'm going to be making, which I haven't made before. So I've got stuff already for it, which I bought last year, but I think this is the time where I'm actually going to use it. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi, give you an update on what's going on. It's been a lot of talking. I'm going to go away now, wash my face, apply a mask or something, and maybe do some sewing or cutting of my toile. So yes, lovely to see you all, and the next segment with the next update is coming right up. Stay tuned. Hello, a quick update. I am pinning the blouse pattern to the fabric. This is just again to give you a closer look at it. So it's a viscose challis I'm pretty sure I got it from Extra Fabrics actually, now thinking about it. So if you ladies and gentlemen from Extra Fabrics are watching, do you recognize this fabric or not? It's quite thin, but I do love the color and the pattern. So now I've been looking at the pattern, kind of sussing out what I have to do. So it looks like it has a 1 centimeter allowances everywhere, pretty much. Here, this is for gathering as well, so it's 1 centimeter, I believe, all around. With the sleeve, I'm thinking I'm gonna skip the cuff, so I'm thinking of making it slightly wider from here and going, I don't know, adding like 20 centimeters, just like this much, and making a little extension at the end. Maybe we'll see, but I want to make it longer and I don't want to do the cuff. I want to do some sort of elastic, whether right at the end or I don't know, like 10 centimeters off the end, leaving a bit of gathered fabric at the end. We'll see. Now back yoke, it says cut 1 on fabric. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut 2, and I'm going to interface at least one of them because I do like to do the I wanted to say mojito. It's not mojito, what is it? A burrito. Thank you very much, brain. A burrito method. So I'm going to interface at least one of them. Again, here I'm pretty sure on the instructions they probably say it, but this is where you turn under the placket, and I'm going to again interface from here all the way down to here on both sides. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think this looks like a dart. So this is the legs of the dart here, and this is the point. So I might just draw that for myself in a minute. Buttonhole placements, I like to transfer right at the end. I never bother, well, only if it's coat or jacket. I don't usually, on blouses and dresses, transfer them until it's actually all done, and then I kind of put the pattern to the the dress and then mark them. What else do we know about this? Another thing is that my fabric is pretty long. Actually, it's 2.5 meters here. So even with this, and even with extending my sleeve down to here, all I will then have left to do is my standard collar, where it says cut 2 on fabric and 2 on interfacing. Perfect. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So say even with the extra lengths, I think what I might do, I might actually do the sleeve, cut off the fabric, and then open it up and then do 2 folds, so that I have a bit more left, and maybe I do a pair of sleeping shorts again out of this, because this is really quite cute, or something, I don't know, or maybe another like a sleeveless vest top of some sort. We'll see, but I will have some fabric left, I would imagine, probably under 1 meter, for something else. So there we go. I just wanted to show you before I cut it out. Yeah, I will go ahead and start cutting, so wish me luck, and I will get you a new update in a moment. I thought another thing to mention is what I'm going to do is I'm going to block interface this bit, because viscose fabric is very fiddly, and even if you cut out the same size interfacing piece as your fabric piece, it's not guaranteed that they will match, and even when you fuse them together, it's not guaranteed that they're going to be the desired pattern shape or size. So the best way I usually do it is just apply interface into this whole area. So obviously this pattern I wanted to repeat. I cut one out just in plain fabric and one piece will be cut out on the interfaced fabric, and then I've applied this piece here and I've outlined this bit just to see if they both will fit, because I need two of them and both of them interfaced. So one will go on here and one will go on here, so that way I will have all of my pieces interfaced and cut out already pre-fused. So there's more chance that they're actually going to be the shape that they're supposed to be. Just so if any of you are actually making the same blouse, I think these notes would probably help. So yeah, I'm going to include any future bits and bobs, because if you're doing the same as me and sewing them without the instructions, I think things like that are nice to plan ahead. So I'm going to be wrapping up this vlog because it's Sunday, and I kind of like to keep to the consistency of posting this time around. So I think I'm going to edit and post it tonight, so that you could conclude your weekend with my ramblings. I'll turn the camera around in a minute and I'll show you how I applied my interfacing, because obviously without the instructions, I kind of did what I would usually do, and all the stuff came from Vicky Zo's patterns anyway, so they're very meticulous with the interfacing. So if it's interesting to you, keep watching, and I'll see you in 2. So I block fused it and cut it out. This is the collar. It was such a joy cutting it out. It's really stable, obviously, so the collar is going to be nice and sturdy. I think this one will go on the outside, right? Then with the front, I decided to interface the front edge, the neckline, with a straight grain. You can see that it doesn't stretch, it's not bias one, just to reinforce the neckline, because it's gonna carry the both parts of interface collar on it, so I think it needs an extra strength. And then obviously the button plackets. Sorry, that was a yoke. This is the placket. I knew I said something wrong. So the button placket, again, I've interfaced, and then when it folds over, the buttons and buttonholes will go on this stronger part, because this viscose is quite thin, like I said. This is my dart. I've started it slightly off, and then to avoid the bulk of threads right at the end, and then I backstitched to the point, and then I finished it and I pressed it downwards. And how did I know to do that? Because if you do it like this, this little corner is sticking out the wrong way, but when you press it down, it's actually aligned with the side of the front piece. These are my sleeves. So the sleeves I've stitched and overlocked, and I pressed the seams to one side. What can I can tell you right now, this blouse is not that oversized, and I'm using the largest size, so I'll be quite interested to just maybe baste it together and kind of put it on. Oh, hi! Just to show you this vest top that I've made. It was supposed to be worn over the sports bra, so just ignore my, I don't know what bra this is, just like a soft bra, but it just goes like this, yeah, and it's really nice and loose, and it's quite low cut here and very, very comfy. I'm really happy with it. I think I'm gonna make loads more actually. So yeah, just to show you the end result. I love the color as well. What do you reckon? Obviously when I go to the gym I get my hair up, but yeah, there you go. This is the length, and kind of loosish fits. And yeah, really happy about this one. Very pleased. So this is it. Next time you see this blouse, it's going to be finished, because this Saturday is a Exeter stitching show, sewing expert. I'm not sure which book. I always forget. So I'm going to the stitching show, and the blouse will be finished before that, because on the 31st there's obviously the reveal, so I have to be a good girl and I have to be on time and I have to finish it, so that I don't panic at the last moment, because that's the worst thing ever for me. And so another thing is, I'm quite happy with my vest top for the gym. I haven't worn it yet, but I will tomorrow evening after work. But I've tried it on, but it's exactly what I wanted, and it only takes about 85 centimeters of fabric, so I can go through all my scraps and I can make many more. And it literally has 2 pieces. It's not even, it doesn't even have a band for anything. You just turn under the seam allowance and it's done. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me this week. Thank you for all your lovely comments on the dress. The special person that I am. I talked for about 40 minutes about the frog tails, and I forgot to put the footage of the dress on me, which one of you actually pointed out, and I'm like, yeah. So I've created an extra reel and I popped that up on YouTube. So I hope you forgive me. And another thing is, I had a lovely treat from Jane on my coffee. So Jane bought me a coffee. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. I've forgotten the information was down there actually, but yeah, what a lovely surprise. Thank you very much. I had a lovely drink at the Frogtails. Thank you, Jane. So anyway, on this, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I think next vlog is going to be about the Exeter West Point stitching show. So watch out for that one, and I will try to include as much, I don't know, I'll try to just film as much as I can. I'll try not to buy as much, but obviously I'm going to do a little review after, hopefully on the same day, and I'm going to show you what I got and tell you what I've seen and who I met. So yeah, that's it. I'm going now. Meanwhile, stay pretty and make something super amazing. Love you all. Bye-bye.